Hi, this is Paul from the Tech Modeler channel with my first completed model for 2018. I was going to carry on with my Tiger, but I had not very much to do with this kit, so I thought to myself, if I get this out of the way, I can just concentrate on the Tiger without thinking about going back to this kit. Anyway, so this is the 1955 pickup truck, Chevy pickup truck Cameo, and I finished it. Now, this kit did fight me, and it is a really old kit anyway, and so there was quite a few issues that this front screen and the rear screen didn't fit very well, and so I had to do some tidying up. With this particular front screen, I had to do a lot of fillets of very fine plastic to build it up so it reached the actual top of the roof, and I managed to do that. And the reason the visor is there is because it hides a little bit of that work, but not too much. I was happy with it, and I could have left the actual sun shield off, but I didn't. What I will say is I've been watching Showtime Studios' Hunter's video series on building the kit from the beginning to the end, and I've got to be honest, I never used too much of his information because I'd already more or less completed this kit before I started watching those videos, and they will definitely be used in my next build, another build alongside kit at some point, not until I finish the Tiger now, so this is now complete. I'm calling it finished, and there is two things I will admit to straight away. You're not going to see them too much anyway, but there's the mirror inside the cab. I forgot to put in there before I glued the cab down, and also the dials for the inside the actual instrument panel. So I know they're missing. You'll know they're missing, but the point is that won't happen again because I shall make sure that they get sorted out. Alclad was used on nearly all the actual bumpers and tires, the wheel rims and everything. Not on this. I used a Vallejo aluminium colour. Didn't like it too much because I wished I'd used Alclad as well because it'd give it that same shape. But of course I didn't know I was going to be using that 100% at the time anyway. But anyway, it's all done. The inside's been painted in my sort of colours, basically a beige for the instrument panel. Now I don't know if you'll be able to see inside there too well. You might be able to just see inside there. The handrails for the handle and the windows were made up by I stripped them off the kit and actually built them up using a punch and die set for the circles for the actual handle to sit on, and plastic, very fine plastic strip, and then used the liquid chrome to actually apply the paint to them basically. So it's much easier, just touched it and it ran along and it was lovely. So that went on quite well. So the inside have so been done. I even laid carpet in there, but not using again Hunter's system with using the flocking. I've now got some flocking for my next build for the carpet because I think it looks a lot better. But I used a carpet that you can get from one of the hobby stores, where you actually, it's like a fine felt, but in it, look at the part, it's the same cut, a slightly different shade to the interior color, but it looks really well. But it wouldn't go down to it doesn't go down quite as well obviously as what it would with flocking. So I've learned something there again. So basically if I lift the hood up and take that off, you can see the engine is in there. I might be able to go over a bit closer, I'm not sure where this will work, but there she is in there basically. I was going to wire the battery, but I didn't. I thought it was my first build, so I didn't bother. But I finished that. There is all the plug leads there because they're black. You can't see them very well, but they are definitely there, all running around to the side of the motor. Everything in there, I enjoyed doing the engine, I must admit, and it all come out well. Like I said, always problems in places, so I'll take that back up. There you go. So if I do that, so I'll put my hood back on. Come around the front, I think you'll be able to see the grille. Basically is actually like I did originally, it's all cleared out so you can actually see through to the radiator. Headlights are in and everything looks nice. I was really pleased the way everything came out, but I have learned a hell of a lot on this build, and of course after seeing Hunter's bits and pieces. Now I felted the roof. Now that's nothing else to mention. You might see the bit of felt. There you go. If I see there, that's actually vinyl roof. Which is quite common on some American cars and obviously in Britain as well. There was a Jaguar that in a TV program called Morse, where he had a vinyl roof, and that's what I bought that sheet for. And I've got enough to do the thing. But I wanted, because I had so many scratches on the roof with my silliness when I was doing my preparation. I should go the Hunter method next. But I wanted to cover the scratches up because they just showed too much. And I thought, well, it's a good opportunity to test using the vinyl vinyl on the roof. So when I get to my Jaguar, which would be the Morse one, I can actually say I know how to do it, and I'm quite happy with that. And I did use another 11 blade to actually go around the edges and sharpen them up. Coming round again, I followed another CCCP channel. I'm trying to think of his name now. It's gone now. I'm sorry if I've forgotten that. But he said basically all the trucks who actually didn't have a wooden back unless they was actually one of the new modification ones. So, and he said they originally came out as black. So I painted my matte black, or semi-gloss black, I should say, inside, even over the chrome things, which would have worn eventually. But that's what I did there. So there we go. Now I've only put one number plate on, and I may put the other one on the front later on, because what I've got to do is make it up a bit better, because I didn't like it. Didn't like the way it went onto the front, and I need a positive link. So I'm quite happy with the one number plate at the moment for this first build. The door does come down and open and close, but you can see the inside there. So that still opens up. Come round. Tail lamps look okay. I had a bit of a problem there. I put the used the same chrome pen in the end on these tail lights, and you can see there's a little blemish over that side. Didn't like it. I did originally do it in Alclad, and I made a mistake of using polyliquid glue, and I put too much on. Instead of putting the glue on the vehicle inside the slits for the light inside, I actually made a mistake and put it on the lamp, and then of course it run around the side, and I smudged it. So I had to sand it over, and then I had to go in with that pen. So I've learnt my lesson there and what to do in the next one. On another one, next build, sorry. Before it's going, I don't know if you'll be able to see inside there too much, but anyway, but quite happy with it. I'll lift it up a little bit now to show the underneath. There's the underneath. There you go. Polished steel for the exhaust I used. So I think you might be able to see if I drop it down a little bit. I think you can see the wipers now over there in the background. I don't know if I can get it a bit more focused. Let's get it up a bit. I'll go in a bit and pull it up a bit more. I think you can see. So if I come in and just sort of focus it out. Yeah, I think you can see in there quite nicely. You can see what I did, but then you can't see the razor, but it's not actually molded into it. It's actually now made to stand out, just like the real ones would. Steering wheel. There's quite a bit of fighting on this kit, and as I said, the windows really spoiled the look of it in some ways. But I'm quite happy. The paint went on well, but of course I didn't do the Hunter system, and I will now. This is lacquer paint, believe it or not, and it's zero paints actually, zero paints. I think you can actually see now through the grill down through there. If I just get a bit more sharper, there you go. You can see the actual down through the grill there. Put the emblem on. Learned something better than emblem. I did put it on. It looks quite nice, but I will find a better method of doing that later on. Excuse me. So there she is, all completed and ready to go into the case. So if I just drop her back a bit and pull my camera up again, get her zoomed. There you go. So there she is, all completed and done. And I'm calling that done, and I'm going to get back onto the photo etching on my Tiger, because I was doing some photo etching, and I decided to come off that and finish this model. So anyway, so that's my first finished build for 2018, and I'm just going to come back out a bit more. There you go, and get it focused. Swing around again. And get her back in focus a bit. And there she is. So if I put the autofocus, see what happens. No, it doesn't like it, does it, when you do that? Doesn't like. So I'm going to go back to manual and put it back. There you go. Pleased with that anyway. So first one. So thank you very much for watching, and Hopefully next time see a bit another update on the Tiger, because I shall be doing a bit more to the Tiger this week now. Excuse me. Still got a bit of my Christmas cold left over. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. And again, a shout out for Showtime Studios with Hunter. Really good series he did on the build start from the fish on the station wagon, I think they call it, or woody wagon, I think it was. I've got a woody wagon somewhere in my collection, so I enjoyed the wood bit on that as well. So I've done wood before anyway, so it wasn't completely new to me. But all the other techniques he was using were well worth doing to get a good kit. And obviously I didn't do too many of those on this particular one. But thank you very much for watching this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Happy modelling.